Welcome to the Interpretation Lecture. When plotting our line chart, we started with an overview of a decade's worth of stock market returns for the S&P 500 and FTSE 100 indices. The period between 2000 and 2010, however, proved too long to gain valuable insight. Fortunately, in reality, you can zoom into any period you are interested in. Typical timeframes are 1 day, due to a specific phenomenon. I'm referring to the housing market crisis, of course, known as the Great Recession. Just a short recap. Irresponsible mortgage contracts from both customers that can't afford them and banks that know these customers can't pay them resulted in probably the biggest crisis in our lifetime. The crisis affected mortgage, credit, risk funds, as well as foreign bank markets, and by extension, every other part of the economy worldwide. And it's precisely what we observe in our chart as well. Up to August 2008, the returns are more or less stable. Of course, there is movement, but nothing too drastic. However, after this point, we start seeing enormous swings in the data caused by the crash. Checking the events of that time, several of the biggest investment banks had failed or had to be bailed out in September 2008. And more importantly, we observe the same pattern for both the US and the UK market. This reflects the enormity of the effect which this event had. Though occurring in the US, its effects were global, partly because the US is an economic superpower, and partly because all major financial systems around the world are extremely closely linked. If in the past the economic downturn of one country meant the uprising of another, nowadays the economic downturn of one big